A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Minnesota Vikings. Back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
On the counter, it's Taylor. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Jonathan Taylor, the ball.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Taylor. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Grayson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. The Colts send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Kelly. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll go out of of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, Bryson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Bryson. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 23, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes, and when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A first down run not going to get him a whole lot, maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Cook. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
Cook. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Kelly to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. zone now. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
Brought down back at the 27.
We're scoreless after one.
With no score.
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a second down coming up. Play action, it's Kelly. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. Third and long. From the gun, Kelly. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
It's a gain of 4.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It's taken up around the 40. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. First down, here's the run with Cook. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
From the 44, Kelly, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Tough inside the 10.
Oh, that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Back to Taylor on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
On second down, it's Taylor. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The Colts on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Bryson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The punt team on now as this one's sent away. 43 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Kelly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On second down now, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. On first down, it's Kelly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 26. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
On first down, Bryson. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Bryson will get that one to Taylor, complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
At the Vikings' 29-yard line.
Back to throw. Bryson, and that is incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
And 9 yards to go.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Bryson. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A gain of 2 yards. And it's third.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's the fullback. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Colts 14, Vikings nothing. Brandon McManus set.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen.
It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. As the first half is winding down, and the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, a full half to be played. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Throwing on first down. Bryson. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown,
Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Colts 21, Vikings 7. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. 75 yards. And the Vikings have made this now a 1-score game. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. But 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The tackle.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 30.
Again, it's Taylor. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Back to throw. Bryson. Left side, Williams. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
1st down, Colts.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run with Taylor. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's into the clear. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Naeem Hines, his first carry. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Bryson, a hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down defense.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
It's a gain of 9.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They run it again with Cook. First down and more. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Kelly on 3rd down. Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against the secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Looking to throw on second down. Bryson Campbell making the catch. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
24-yard line. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Colts.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Taylor. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Off-play action. Bryson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Colts are able to grow their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
To throw again, Callan. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Intended for down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 1st down, Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good game. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Another try after the first down sack. Kelly. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Vikings on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Kelly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 23. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw it, he won the Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, Bryson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. The give to Taylor. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Colts send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. at the 17-yard line.
To throw is Kelly. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
10 at the 28-yard line.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now Kellen throwing on 4th down. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 40. And he will return this one to a 30-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The eight. The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Off play action. Bryson. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Well, clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
To throw on 3rd down. Bryson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And they got it. They recovered it. Hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's